think the injuries took, and then we lost Henderson. Henderson was playing centre back.
Back.
Fabinho felt like college football after a point of time. यार एक काम कर, तू goalkeeper बन जा, तू. It was exactly.
Hey everyone, in a season where everything could have gone wrong and it did, we still managed to finish in the top four. We actually managed to finish in third position. Hey everyone, this is Menace in the Monk. We're going to be reviewing the latest season that has gone by. And it's our pleasure that Rahul Subramaniam joins us as well, one of the best stand-up comedians in our country, who happens to be a loyal Liverpudlian as well. Rahul, thank you so much for being part of this.
Hey, thanks, man. It's absolute pleasure, as they say, to be here.
So Rahul, let's start off with the season, man. How would you describe this season, which just took place? We lost against Real Madrid in the Champions League. We finished third. So many injuries, blah blah blah. How would you describe it?
I think overall quite satisfying. I think it's. The season ended with I felt happy at the end of the season. I think things went well. It's a nice end, and I'm extremely looking forward to the next one. So I think overall, I'm very, very pleased and satisfied. Considering all that happened throughout the season, I think looking back, like after the last game again Palace, I was like, you know what, this is good, but up dekhte hain. And I think after a long time, and this has happened in the last 3-4 years only, that at the end of every season, it's not like yaar hopefully agla season kuch ho jaye. It's more like chalo, let's look forward to the next season, and it's a very Klopp era thing that is there. So I'm pretty happy, pretty satisfied. I'm pretty satisfied that I was reading all the tweets after Liverpool United lost to Leicester, and and then of course I don't blame them for putting that team 3 games in 5 days
3
or
games in
something.
5 days, yes.
Yeah, but they still had a title to go for. Anyway, that's up to them. But all the United fans were like, oh, what a master stroke by Solskjaer. Look, throwing Liverpool out. Liverpool welcome, and it started trending. See you on Thursday night.
Yeah. But Nidhi, like this season, when we signed our players, when we signed Thiago, we signed Jota, we signed Tsimikas, we got a backup for Robbo. What were the expectations, Nidhi, from you? I'll get to Rahul as well. But Nidhi, what were we expecting? We were, in my lifetime, for the first time, coming into a season as defending champions.
Yeah. So Thiago, for the Thiago transfer, there was a proper transfer saga. It went on for some time. Will we, won't we? Aega, nahi aega, and Thiago won the Champions League, and then there was a whole emotional goodbye. I love Bayern and all that. But when we signed him, I was, I could not believe it. And you have to understand that Liverpool does not sign superstars. Like we get probably a uncut diamond, and then we sort of make them superstars. Thiago was the first legit superstar in a long time, so I was very excited. Jota ka to it sort of happened together, right? So Jota, I had no clue. Like he'll sign. You watch Wolves play, and Jota over there was also on the bench. But I was a little upset that we could not get Timo Werner. But Jota was like, chalo, he's a good player.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, he was an unknown entity then. I think he's still an unknown entity. But yeah, that's what I was feeling. I was very excited about Thiago.
Rahul, what were your expectations for this season? Were you expecting us to actually defend a title?
Yeah, I was. Like when the season started, in fact, not just expected, I was like pretty confident. I mean, of course, you can't be like for sure. It's the Premier League, but I was pretty confident, and And the fact that the first game, I think Leeds, we won 4-3,
Yeah.
you know, and then I was like, no, this is typical. Oh, Liverpool are being, even if they don't play well, they somehow manage to win. I'm like, okay, this is the status quo, you know.
Yeah.
And if you remember, even during like good part of last season, what changed when you're as a Liverpool fan watching a game, even if Liverpool go down like by a goal,
Yeah.
you're so confident. You were so relaxed. You're like, कोई tension नहीं यार. Unlike what happened in the mid of this season, where you're like,
Yeah.
oh shit, even if you're 1-0 up, you're like,
Yeah.
पता नहीं क्या होने वाला.
हाँ,
So and that's how the first, I think first three games Liverpool won, or 4 games, 3 games,
Yeah.
and then the Everton, the massacre happened. Yeah. So till that point, I was pretty confident. But then, man, it's just like you know how if you have seen if you've read Harry Potter or seen Harry Potter,
Yeah.
dark defense of the dark arts, the teacher or professor always, like, they used to never stick around. Every year, you know, like that was like a that was one jinx position, and that's what happened, man. One centre back after the other, and I was like, chalo, this, it can't get worse than this, and like, no, it can't. It
Yeah.
just kept. It was just yeah. So overall, I think initially I was very even after Van Dijk went, it was
Yeah.
huge loss.
Yeah.
But I was still, Liverpool were playing decently. But I think there was like there was not a, what do you call, the correct expectation was not set. They were winning games,
Yeah.
but it was like at some point the effect of losing the centre backs was going to come, and it did happen. Yeah. So
Nidhi, I mean, Rahul mentioned about Van Dijk and the Everton game. For me personally, like, we were on top of the table, and
Right.
till December, and I remember we watched the game together, the Palace game where we smashed Palace 8-0 at Sellers Park,
7-0.
7-0 at Sellers Park. We were having, obviously, drinking because I thought we scored 8, but we were still on top of the table. Okay, we were still flying. We
Yeah.
were still without Van Dijk and Gomez in that game, if I'm not wrong. We didn't have them.
No.
Nidhi, Everton ke baad, after we had the Gomez injury and Van Dijk injury, did you still feel we will compete, or was that the changing point, Nidhi, for you?
Look, after Van Dijk got injured, I knew that now defending the title is going to be tough, right? Because you have to understand that Van Dijk is not just defense. Like, if he plays, the entire team is a lot more confident. Alisson is a lot more secure. Robbo and Trent also go forward with that much more confidence. It just adds so much more rather than just defense. But when he got injured, I thought, this is going to be tough. But when we lost Gomez, I thought, now it's going to get even tougher. But because, look, the point is Matip has always been an injury-prone guy. And I had said this in the start of the season that, how much ever you make fun of Lovren, the point is that guy gives you 7 out of 10 performances in 7 out of 10 games. He will have that one game in which he is very bad and one game in which he will look like he's world class. But we did not replace him. So I thought post Gomez ka injury that it is going to be very difficult. But we, like you said, we kept on winning. So, that belief was still there.
Yeah, but Rahul, what went wrong according to you? Because like I said, Palace tak we were like flying, and then there came a moment where we couldn't score to save our life. Like, we couldn't score a goal. Okay, and I think it started after the Palace.
Correct. After the Palace game.
What went wrong? Like मेरे को कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा है. अभी भी समझ नहीं आ रहा है.
Exactly. I think this is what a lot of us felt. Like, what's happening? Like, ये क्या हो रहा है? How are they not scoring? चलो अगला game. Now, like, retrospective, I mean, there are a few things. See, your strikers, however world class they are, they will all go through patches when they're not, they're not scoring. Unfortunately for Liverpool, what happened was two of the 3 strikers were going through a very bad patch, which happens.
Right.
The thing is, if Liverpool had their defense, if you have Van Dijk and Gomez in your defense, and you have Henderson playing in the centre, what happens? Like, he rightly said that when Van Dijk is playing, there is so much confidence around him. Everyone is freer. So क्या होता था? Goal नहीं जाता था, and even in such games, 1-0 हो जाता था. कहीं ना कहीं से we would have found place. But now what was happening? The defense was leaky. attackers are not on their best form, so used to give away a goal. We lost a lot of 1-0s, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yes.
once you give away a goal, then the pressure on strikers who are already out of form is even more. Like
yeah.
they like to score, because
Right.
they have to score, so they try stuff. And I think that's. I think it's linked. I mean, how much ever you say that Liverpool's forward line did not play as well as they did previous season, the injuries at the back did make a huge difference because even if they were not firing in the previous season, one goal from them was enough for people to not even talk about that, misfirings,
Yeah.
which was not, I think, yeah. So basically, I think the injuries took, and then we lost Henderson. Henderson was playing centre back.
Back.
Fabinho felt like college football after a point of time. यार एक काम कर, तू goalkeeper बन जा, it was exactly like that. And
निधि हम लोग तो यही बात कर रहे थे, ऐसा ऐसा वक्त आएगा कि एड्रियन सेंटर बैक खेलेगा, निधि 20 पेयरिंग सेंटर बैक
नहीं, हाँ, मतलब definitely यार, center back pairings was just, it became ridiculous after a point. And even, I mean, we'll come to the good run, but even during our good run, the period in which we actually secured top four, Kabak nahi tha, right? So he again another injury in the center back.
Yeah.
Center back pairing, another change. So it was just all over the place. But we'll talk about the center back pairing first. But Rahul, I want to get your opinion on one very big component this season, and that is VAR. Right? VAR this season has been we hope that is not the case next season. Was a constant enemy. We had legitimate goals.
ब्रो वो एवर्टन का गोल, वो मतलब माने का साला बाल ऑफसाइड दे दिया, मतलब आर्मपिट,
मतलब क्या, मतलब दे विल लुक एट कि उसके शर्ट का कोई एक लूज थ्रेड ऑफसाइड है क्या, मतलब इतना, व्हाई डू दे डू सो मच ऑफ, दे डिड सो मच ऑफ डिसेक्शन विद लिवरपूल, लाइक दोस लाइंस एंड ऑल, it gives me nightmares to look at parallel lines right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we are, I mean, the offside goals, I would still say that, there is some kind of consistency in terms of how they give it. It's like, it's the same for everyone. It's just unfortunate that I think Liverpool, who play such a great final line, especially our attackers, I think that's what I think bit us in the end, because all of them were so close, so marginal. It's like hardly anything.
Yeah.
But I think overall, the offside rule, everyone was disappointed with. Only thing, I think Liverpool were too good, because of which they were caught in that situation way too often. Again, I feel if the like our defense was fine, ये सब चीजें दिखता ही नहीं हमको. अब ज्यादा दिखता है ये सब चीजें, इसलिए दिखता यार साला would have been the golden boot. ये वाले आर्गुमेंट में ज्यादा आ जाता. But I think we are, again, I'm saying that next year we might be luckier than others. It's just matter of chance. But the Everton game was still on, because it was like the worst time for that VAR thing to happen. First of all, you lost Van Dijk.
Yeah.
Thiago
got injured.
Thiago, at least we didn't know why we were playing.
Yeah.
And then that they would have gone on top, right? And trying to draw with Everton, it's not fun. It's like इनको तो हम लोग हराते ही हैं, इनको तो हराना ही चाहिए.
We didn't beat them even once this season, huh, Nidhi?
Yeah.
Everton, they fucking beat us at Anfield, bro.
Yeah. ठीक है.
And that Nidhi, that run of 6 losses at Anfield in a row, मेरे को एक point पे लग रहा था कि राहुल कि मतलब when is this gonna end, like ये हो क्या रहा है, मतलब ये मतलब बोमन ईरानी ने बोला ये दीवार टूटती क्यों नहीं है, मेरे को वैसी हालत हो गया था. अब ये कब खत्म होगा मेरे भाई. Unbelievable, Nidhi. Who all did we lose to in that run, Nidhi?
We started off with losing to Burnley, then we lost to Man City, we lost to Everton, we lost to Chelsea, and we lost to Brighton. 6 home games in a row.
ये तो 5 बताया तू.
एक और था, Burnley, Man City, Everton, Chelsea, Brighton, and Fulham.
Yeah, Fulham.
And can you imagine, Rahul, we still finished in the top 4.
third, not top 4.
Let's be honest, Liverpool, a full strength Liverpool is miles ahead of almost every other team except Manchester City.
Yeah.
In English Premier League. And this season just showed it, in a sense. I mean, are you worried? Look, if I ask you this, are you guys worried about Manchester United and Chelsea for next season?
I'm worried for Chelsea. If they win the Champions League, okay, so we are shooting this little before.
No, I'm saying when I say you're worried means in the sense that do you think Liverpool are, will you go into any game with Chelsea if with a full strength Liverpool team feeling that, oh my God, you know what? I think they're going to win it.
It's because who they sign. Na? If they win the Champions League, they might sign someone. They have Tuchel. They might Haaland. Exactly my point. If they win the Champions League, if they sign Haaland, if they signed a quality centre back, मेरे को Chelsea का bargaining power लगता है because of Tuchel. United का नहीं लगता.
नहीं, मुझे हमेशा ऐसा लगता है कि सिटी के साथ खेलते तो ऐसा लगता है कि बिकॉज सिटी देखो एक ही टीम है जो डोमिनेट करते हैं पोजीशन में भी लिवरपूल को, ठीक है, एंड दे आर ऑलवेज अटैकिंग एंड दे इट्स फिनोमिनल द वे दे प्ले. दैट्स द ओनली गेम इन व्हिच आई एम आल्सो इन ऑफ द ऑपोजिशन, यू नो, फॉर द स्टाइल ऑफ प्ले. तो चेल्सी के साथ even if the lineup looks like strong on both sides, I'll be like, you know, this is a fun game to watch. It can go either way. You won't be scared.
Yeah, that's
yeah. You won't be scared of any other team. That's what I'm saying. So full strength Liverpool team is pretty good. Like Manchester City, probably the best team in Europe, irrespective of whether they win the Champions League or not. It's one of the best performing teams in Europe. It's the only team against which थोड़ा सा डर रहता है. You know, जो एक टाइम में यूनाइटेड से डर लगता था यार.
फटती थी, मतलब ये क्या होने वाला है.
Right, but Rahul, I want to ask you. I mean, the 6 home defeats we talked about, we also lost away to Leicester. We did lose away games as well during that.
The game in which Alisson became careless.
Yes. But when did you know? I mean, was there a bad turning point? And we can of course go back to back as the Van Dijk injury, but any particular point where you knew, okay, this is now going downhill?
I think you're talking about results. So, whenever we started losing like all those games, it felt like weird. But I think the moment we lost Henderson, for me that was like a big, and that's when the first time I felt like top 4 we knew, because Henderson is so much more than just a good midfielder.
Correct.
For that team. Okay, he is a big motivator. He's like, I mean, when Henderson is playing, you know that if someone's like stooping, if someone's losing confidence, he's going to yell at them. He's going to make them play. He's going to get 10%, 20% extra from everyone.
That's so
okay, and he runs. He's like he's a hard worker, right? So he leads by example. He will never give up and stuff. So when Henderson we lost, first of all, Henderson at defense itself was like, "Arey kya ho raha hai?" But then when we lost Henderson, I was like, "Yaar, now it seems very..." Because look at the midfield. Uske baad, there is no leader. There's no leader in midfield. Thiago, amazing. Fabinho, amazing. All that together, but there's no leader. No one there at the center of the park, and there was no leader at all. Milner also got injured, but
I was getting to that, Rahul. Sorry to cut you short. Like centre backs, we ended our season with 6th, 7th choice centre back. Henderson got injured. Henderson missed a lot of time. Milner got knocks. Naby Keita didn't play at all. Then Thiago got COVID. Thiago got injured. Jota has been injured. This is a season like no other season, and we still were up against Real Madrid as well. Nidhi, but I want to get to the centre back thing that signed. We signed Kabak and we signed Ben Davis, जो तलाश का करीना कपूर है, like I said, तू है कि नहीं, मतलब sorry,
Kaiser
तो रॉय का है, sorry, but तू समझ रहे, भूत है कि क्या है, कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा, आज तक देखा नहीं है. But Nidhi, if we had signed, according to me, a quality centre back first week of Jan, we could have pushed other teams. Do you agree with that, Nidhi?
100%. 100%. Look, the point is that
the assumption is that person wouldn't have got injured. Like Alaba को लिया और दूसरे मैच में चैलेंज किया, तो वो तो
मतलब जैसे चल रहा था.
Honestly, I'll tell you something. If for me the point where I felt okay, now this is going to go downhill is when Matip got injured. And I'm telling you, we would not have made.
So when you said go down, sorry to interrupt. What do you mean? So when for me, when Henderson got injured, my thing was now top four is a tough thing. That's the first time I felt, oh, we might not
Yeah,
finish in the Champions League. ठीक है, winning the league तो बहुत पहले ही चला गया था. So for
correct.
you, when you say it went downhill, what do you mean? What?
I thought that now top four will be a struggle because you know Matip when he goes off the field, it's generally not for 1 or 2 games.
Yeah.
It's look, I'm not trying to say that you know there's a problem, but you know Matip ka injury record is a problem. So when he got injured, I thought you know now top four is going to be sticky. I still thought that we would make it, but you know then we collapsed. But point is that the kind of owners we have, we would not have made those panic last day loan
Fine.
deal and 2 million signing if Matip had not been out of the season. In fact, if you remember, the news about Matip being out of the season came after we made those signings.
And we had to bloody let Minamino go out on loan to bloody spend 2.5 million to sign Ben Davis and get a loan. That's the reality of the situation. But Rahul, like to answer your question, when Matip got injured, I didn't think we will not finish in the top four. But I knew कि now we are playing with fire. Now we can either like if मैंने एक statement मारा था कि अगर हम लोग यहाँ से लीग जीत जाए, and we were first at that time, I think. यहाँ से अगर लीग जीत जाए तो फिर मतलब क्लॉप का स्टैचू मैं आके सीमेंट में भरूंगा जो भी है ना, like ऐसा होगा. But when we started to lose those home games,
स्टैचू सीमेंट से क्यों भरेगा? स्टैचू तो
हाँ मतलब बात तो समझ रहा है ना यार.
समझ गया.
Blood, sweat and tears मेरे खुद और पैसा going to Liverpool. But when we started to lose those games, I thought we are done. We can't finish in the top four. The resilience shown by this team throughout the season, I think, is just phenomenal. Like whatever you throw at us, we took it in our stride. COVID, injuries, centre backs, Reece Williams. Boys, Reece Williams he was playing in the 6th division last year. And he played Champions League football and he finished playing 3-4 games as a centre back. And
he might go back there now, but still great contribution.
but the point is that he was the second most played centre back pairing. His name is there.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the kind of pressure?
Yeah.
He must be. It's just unbelievable. Like the team, the players that you've been looking up to. Like not even in your wildest dreams you've ever thought you will actually even be in the bench of that team. He was playing and he was playing in such crucial games. I mean, amazing, man. It's just and don't you think Klopp gets a lot of credit for that?
Of course.
To put these guys up and give them confidence, like even if they're making mistakes, to just tell them that you know what, you're doing fantastic. Just go out there, play.
I have one thing against Klopp during this, not against, like I just have one opinion. It's not even a complaint per se, because Klopp के against कुछ बोलना तो मतलब it's like बुरा लगता है बोलने.
थोड़ा निकाल रहा है तो सीमेंट निकाल रहा है थोड़ा. Patches से निकाल रहा है.
But the point is, there were a lot of games where he started Henderson and Fabinho together when he had Nat Phillips available.
Yes.
Okay. He didn't have faith in Nat Phillips, but when push came to shove, when he had to play Nat Phillips became the Chuck Norris of our team. Matlab, Nidhi, like Nat Phillips, we'll get to it, is someone that we all love now, Nidhi.
Dude, Nat Phillips, I think that, you know, a lot of people, you know, including myself, I thought when he initially came in that, you know what, he's going to do his job. Functionally, he's good and all that.
Yeah.
But you know, as the season matured, by the time we were in May, I was like, boss, this guy knows how we play.
Yeah.
He is starting to read situations.
Yeah.
Nat Phillips has been a revelation, man. I don't know. I mean, we're not going to talk in detail about next season, but such a find, right? Such a find.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Manas, that's how it is, right? I mean, it's tough to have confidence on a player you have never tried before. And
yeah, but my point is, Rahul, you play centre backs as centre backs. Like, अगर तेरी टीम में है, वो शाल्का के लिए खेला है, Swansea wanted him, that means he can play. Was Only my point of view in that. But in the midst of all this, Rahul, in the midst of all the chaos,
Yeah.
the king always is the king, and the Egyptian
God.
king was still like, this is the beauty of Mo Salah. When everything is going wrong with everyone else, he isolated himself away from it, and he was just so good, Rahul. Like I personally would say this was his best season at the club. Would you agree, or what do you have to say?
Oh, one of the best for sure. The first season still is remarkable.
Yeah.
It's excellent. But this will be right up there. So his goals made the difference. And I was reading somewhere, I think the most winning contributions by, I think it's for in this season is Mo Salah. What a season, man! And when he could have easily had 20 assists. I'm telling you, he could have easily had 20. The number of and people keep saying, no, Mo Salah doesn't pass. He doesn't pass when he's like one-on-one with the goalkeeper or he has a shot. Okay?
Which is
But
fair.
the amount, which is
fair.
any striker, which is almost any striker का तुम काफी सारा just last minute freeze करो frame तुमको दिखेगा 3 जन side में तुमने pass नहीं किया वो तो but the amount of clever passes Mo Salah keeps, it's so underrated. People don't even like every game, and any Liverpool fan would see it when you're watching the game. There are so many amazing passes in the final third he plays. It just gets lost. So I'm saying if Mane and Firmino were also even like they were 50% playing to their like what they have been doing, then Mo Salah would have had even a much better season than what we are seeing. So I think incredible. Mo Salah match stop. Please, like how much of money he wants to stay and keep it.
Yes.
All these songs. Don't listen to David James. I know Mana's a very good friend of yours, but don't listen to David James. Though
I haven't had a word with David James after he said that, because I was also I was like, bhai, it's his opinion, but I mean,
but what's your opinion? That like sign, like whatever, sign a new contract.
In the words of Rio Ferdinand, paper karta na, give sign a contract. I'm not gonna say the other words that follow. Nidhi, I know you're getting nervous, but give him that piece of paper. Let him write whatever he wants to. Okay. Yeah. That's Mo Salah. Nidhi, Mo Salah is, and we saw Nidhi one thing recently in the last few games. He was so happy when we are winning, when others are scoring, like selfish. He cares about himself. Nidhi, we discussed it, like how much it meant to him.
Dude, so I'll tell you something, and this might sound a little bit controversial. There was a huge smear campaign against Mo Salah for quite a bit of time. Right? He wants to leave. He thinks that, Liverpool, he's achieved whatever he wants to leave at Liverpool. He wants to move on, and he has other ambitions and all that. Dude, when Nat Phillips scored, we'll come to the other bit as well. I don't want to say it now, but
Nat ab बोलने के बाद सबको समझ आएगा तू किसके
बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, किसके बारे में?
Dude, he was so happy, like when Mane scored against Crystal Palace, he was beyond himself with happiness. I don't think you can doubt the commitment that Mo Salah has towards Liverpool, right? Yeah. Unless Mo Salah wants to leave himself, we should stay at Liverpool.
we should make most
leave his doubts of leaving.
Leave his doubts of leaving away. So Mo Salah cannot leave unless he wants to, move
but
on.
It's all this. You rightly, but these are the smear campaigns, because the fact that everyone was looking for it, you shouldn't be looking for one smile or one expression of joy after someone else scores and to just prove or validate like Mo Salah likes to play for Liverpool, or he really likes, loves being part of this club. He has said it so many times. कितने सारे इंटरव्यू में which never gets highlighted. He's like, I want to achieve all the possible what do you call it, records in Liverpool. I would love to stay here as long. He has said it so many times, and he's one of the most loved players in the dressing room, which doesn't. Everyone goes back to that one incident with Sadio Mane. And I mean, how all of us have played football. We've played with the best of our players. How many times have we got angry at each other? And I'm so surprised that footballers don't get more angry at each other. Yeah. Because it's so obvious, it's so normal, right, to get.
Yeah.
And I think, boys, it's very okay to not like someone and play in the same team. I'm not saying hate. Hate is a very
Yeah.
strong word. यार ये मेरे को साला पास ही नहीं देता, मेरे को इसकी टीम में नहीं खेल. हम लोग कितनी बार बोलते हैं ना ऐसे, but at the end of the day we appreciate each other. But Rahul, we're gonna get to the best moments of the season. We're coming to the final stretch of the video. I promise we won't take much more time. ज़्यादा नहीं. But one of the best moments was the fans being back. I remember Wolves and Tottenham as well. वो 2-3 हजार थे. That was epic. What was your moment of the
I
season?
mean, I think it's the same for everyone. Let's come on. I don't even know. It's
When Naby Keita started against Real Madrid.
yeah, I was like, this has to be it, man. And then it got taken off at halftime. That was the worst moment. Yeah, so that's like I man, Alisson's goal. It's and you know there are some moments which I'll tell you that three moments that like stand out.
Yeah.
Okay. One is the 2005 Champions League finals. When you remember, when you're watching it, you can't just believe it. You know, like football has those moments, right, which you don't wish at all before the game. Like something like you don't want it to. You don't wish for a last minute equalizer. You don't wish to go down 3-0 and then fight back, right? You're like, नहीं 3-0 जीतना है, पहले हाफ में 2 गोल, दूसरे हाफ में 1 गोल, यही चाहिए. Because, but when it happens, you're like, you know what, this is the best thing that happened. So 2005 Champions League finals. Then second would be Olympiacos.
Lovely cushion header.
And I remember all of these games I remember watching like with full of nerves and just hoping like अगर ये हो गया तो and then हो जाता है, you know what I mean? Same thing that when Alisson just was coming in, I was like, what if he scores? You know, I'm sure I've thought about it a lot of other times also, and it's not happened. But they go off your memory, right? But this time I was like, what if he? And I was like, I couldn't. I was like, what the fuck? He scored. You can't believe it was just and it was just amazing. And what a time! What a moment to score! And I think that got the team together. उसके बाद तो they're like, हारेंगे ही नहीं हम तो अब कैसे हारेंगे यार तो
I agree.
मैं तेरे को बोलूं वो गोल जब गया ना I went like the
we were on a video call, bro.
Yeah,
what do you say? We all know
yeah, that emotion. So when that goal went in, absolutely going mad, screaming, shouting, and then when I saw Alisson cry and do this, no, bro, I'm not kidding. Like even I, got teared up a little, man. You just knew at that moment that he's remembering his father, right? He went through so much, and that was like, so much of redemption in that one moment. That you know what, it was all worth it.
Yeah.
And that's what football is, right? We were completely out of hope, despair. Okay, gone top 4. West Brom draw, and then he scores. It has to be my moment of the season. I'm sure it is yours as well.
So many reasons, right?
I think it is the moment of the season for me as well. But since we're making a video, to ज़्यादा content डालना है. I think us beating United as well 4-2 was a statement ki boss, we are Liverpool, we will fight till the end. We played with Nat Phillips, Reece Williams as centre backs against Cavani, Bruno, blah 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 blah. Like चढ़ रहे थे ना वो कि United are back.
रेस्ट कर रहे थे वो लोग.
रेस्ट कर रहे थे और फैंस प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे थे, ठीक है. And we bloody hell, we showed up and Nidhi knows how drunk I was that night. Again on a video call we are watching.
Yes.
I'm removing my t-shirt, throwing my furniture, I live alone, left, right and center. We are fuck United, fuck the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, this, that. That game gave me so much pride. And belief to ho gaya tha, but pride, like bhai ye hai Liverpool. Ye season mein we had not beaten United at Old Trafford in 7 years.
Yes.
And this fucking season, when shit has hit the fan, we beat them and top 4 races on. And it was a very, very good feeling. That for me is the game of the season, you could say, but moment of the season is Alisson.
Absolutely agreed. Yeah, that would be the game of the season and moment would be Alisson. Because even in that game, United, again, pehla goal, it was like, "Arey yaar, not again." And that's too, like I said, the Nat
Yeah.
Phillips ka deflection hokar ja raha hai andar, and it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, not again.
Not this guy.
And then it felt like, and we were not even scoring in the first half. See, so many things Liverpool did not do for a long time, like score in the first half. कॉर्नर में स्कोर तो पता ही नहीं, कभी किया ही नहीं कॉर्नर, मतलब क्यों ही ले रहे कॉर्नर, लाइक हम लोग खेलते हैं ना यहाँ पर एस्ट्रोटर्फ पे, कॉर्नर मतलब नहीं गोल की वही दे देते. आई हैव लाइक कोई है ही नहीं कोई हेड करने के लिए यार. एंड so, and to lose, like to, I mean, went 1-0 down, and then to come back, that felt like last year's Liverpool. Yeah.
Yeah.
End,
Yeah.
Go 1-0 down and then end the half 2-1 up. It's just, yeah. That was a great game.
And
That was
Rahul, I'll go back a little bit to Mo Salah again. His celebration after he scored. That was like, that's passion in its purest form. Like, he was so relieved, not relieved, he was so happy that he's put this to bed. And it reminded me back of that in that season when we won the title, it was Salah who scored against United, ran through the field. That's when the that belief came in. Yes, we're gonna win the league. And then again he did this.
Like I want someone to play that in slow motion, that celebration, और तड़प तड़प के इस दिल, like वो full ऐसे वो गिरता है ना, ऐसे मतलब लुट गए, ऐसा full मेरे को feel आया. Like he was so animated, he was just so happy. Like you could see how much it means to him. Like bloody Mo Salah, like I'm gonna make a statement here, which after Steven Gerrard,
yeah,
he might just be the best player at Liverpool I have ever seen. If you think about it, I mean, we've had some great players: Luis Suarez, Fernando Torres, Xabi Alonso, Van Dijk. You can think about it. Maybe that's a video for another day, debate for another day. But I think after Steven Gerrard, Mo Salah is the best player I have ever seen at Liverpool.
I see that. I see the case for it.
No, I think Mo Salah is not just like, when you look at Mo Salah, of course, fantastic player. But I think a lot of people also get appealed by like what kind of a person he is, what kind of a human being. Like coming from a country like Egypt, and to be probably like one of the best players in like
in the
the
world.
world's toughest football league.
Yeah.
And that's incredible. That journey, that's a story, man. That's a beautiful story. It's like, so it's like the story of Kante. You can't not like Kante.
Yeah.
How can you, like, irrespective of which team, you might be a Tottenham Hotspur supporter, but you will still love Kante because what a story. So I think Mo Salah, even Sadio Mane, all of them, these stories are beautiful, man. So it's not just about, and that's why I think I still think Luis Suarez during his Liverpool time was just, it was something else, right?
Yeah.
But if I have to pick one, I'll still pick Mo Salah over Suarez, because it's not just about what he does on the pitch. I think there's a bigger appeal to Mo Salah than just his football.
Yeah.
And Mo Salah, again, I mentioned this in I say this a lot of time. Mo Salah has also made Liverpool a global name. I mean, he's opened up that entire Middle East, that entire Africa for us as, forget business, but now those, earlier it was United, Real Madrid, Barcelona, those were household names. Now Liverpool is.
Yeah.
And that boils down to the player and the person. Mo Salah is.
Yeah. Mo Salah has totally made us a different club once again, brought us back onto the map. Last question, boys, before we end this. Player of the season. Nidhi, let's start with you.
It has to be Mo Salah for me. I think it was him. There are a lot of players that helped throughout the season, but I think it was Mo Salah that kept us always there and thereabouts. So it has to be Mo Salah for me. We've spoken about him enough, but so I won't go into too much detail. But yeah, Mo for me.
I will give the last word to Rahul, but I'll give my player of the season. I mean, Mo Salah we love, and in a different season where everything was fine, Mo Salah would be the player of the season. But for me, this season, for what we've been through when it was needed, Nat Phillips stepped up and he became reliable. He became, and the last 3-4 games, he became a leader. he grew in the season. We could see Nat Phillips become a player, a polished player, a finished product, and which has maybe shaped Liverpool's future, near future, because if he had not finished in the top four, you never know what could have happened. You never know these things. He has ensured that under Klopp, we were rising. Now this season is a plateau, which has made us confident for the next season. So I would say Nat Phillips. Rahul?
Yeah. I would still go with Mo Salah because, again, people keep questioning Mo Salah all the time. It's just incredible the amount of it's not hate, but just the amount of criticism he gets, irrespective of what he does, is just phenomenal. And I don't think so any other player gets that kind of scrutiny. Maybe Ronaldo and Messi because they have such a huge fan base. But apart from that, and keep saying he's selfish, he does not pass. He is driven, and that's the only reason why he could still score so many goals this season. This is like an answer to everyone who keeps saying Mo Salah is selfish, Mo Salah doesn't pass. No, he's absolutely driven. And if it wasn't for his drive, Liverpool wouldn't have finished where they finished this season, with a fantastic season to look forward to. And I think that's a masterclass that's like a lesson to every footballer, irrespective of what happens around you, how your team is playing, how bad you keep at it. And that's what he did. It's tough. It's tough to perform at that level when everything around you is not going well. It's easy for you. Look at Paul Pogba. When United was not playing, when things were going at, he just took no responsibility. It's the easiest thing to do. It's like, chalo, hum aur kidhar jaake khelte hain na. Let me play in a good team with love. Mo Salah did not do that, right? He kept at it, and I can also understand his disappointment of not being named as the captain because he has shown all the qualities of a Liverpool captain, and he is delivered every time. So I think Mo Salah had a phenomenal year, this phenomenal season, right up there with the first season. And of course, Nat Phillips, fantastic. But still, my vote goes to Mo Salah.
All right, guys, this was it. This was our season review with Rahul Subramaniam. Rahul, pleasure. Thank you so much for doing this. I mean, genuinely, it's genuinely an honor for us to have you because you are such a great person, and this is the second time you've helped me out personally as well. I would like to thank you.
This is help. This is not help, bro.
I mean, this is, like people don't, like respond to random DMs, but you do. It's not to everyone, to me at least you have. But Rahul, we asked this one question to everyone, and I just think it should be asked.
Yes.
Mbappe 2021 hone wala hai ki nahi?
Because I know Liverpool is doing well in the last 3-4 seasons, but इतना भी मैं hope ऊपर नहीं रख रहा. ठीक है, ये थोड़ा देखो बहुत हमने ये तो बहुत देख लिया. मेसी भी आने वाला था एक टाइम में, तो ऐसे तो I don't know, man. I mean I don't see it happening. But what's the good thing? The good thing is it doesn't disappoint you if it doesn't happen. You're still looking forward to the next season, and there is so much excitement. So I think this is the best. This is the best, what do you call it, scenario to be in. Like, oh, will he come? I don't know, but if he doesn't come, it's fine. It's like, what do you guys think? I think no, he's not going to come. I think he'll go to Madrid or he'll stay in PSG.
Yeah.
But
no chance.
No chance. There is no chance. But Zizou has left Real Madrid now. Na? Like the plot thickens, Nidhi.
It's like we are that guy in college who convinces himself that girl likes him. अरे नहीं यार वो सेफ बस में चढ़ी ना, लेकिन वो दूसरा बस भी ले सकती थी ना. तो I don't think it's gonna happen. Like I said, Manas, यार, we don't.
पैसे किधर है उसको? पैसे कहाँ है इतना?
That aside, यार Rahul.
अरे Origi swap deal.
Then possible.
Then it's possible. Like Lord Origi, everything is possible. But no, yeah. I mean, he will you know, you have to spend 200 million. 200 million. We've spent 100 million in 3 seasons. Come on.
Yeah.
And that,
क्लॉप थोड़ा इंडियन कुछ भी बोलो थोड़ा एक इंडियन डैड मेंटालिटी है उसमें. ये तो पागल 200 मिलियन में एक प्लेयर
6 आ जाएंगे.
6 आ जाएंगे. उसमें से अगर 2 खराब भी निकले तो 4 है यार. So I don't think it is gonna.
मानव, तुमको क्या लगता है? Sorry, Rahul, you were saying something.
नहीं, I was just, it's another topic. So after Manas, I'll go.
मेरे को तो मैं जैसे हमने जो वीडियोस किया है, it's like the girl of your dream. You want to marry her, you want to have kids with her, you'll be loyal to her, you'll give her everything that you have. But you are so scared to even ask her out because तुमको पता है कि नहीं, वो ना ही बोलेगी. So मेरे को वैसे feeling आता है with Mbappe.
Okay, I'll give you one more scenario. What if, and this seems unlikely, but what if one of Mane or Salah leaves? Do you think there is a chance? If that is the scenario, do you think there is a chance Mbappe coming in?
100%. 100%. That means cash incoming. Like you said, Indian dad na. So अगर पैसा है, तुमको चाहिए, तो मैं दिलाऊंगा. And I become your hero. Okay. That is what FSG do with us. We are hardly in net spend हमारा ज़्यादा होता है. So if someone like a Mane leaves, I don't know how much we'll get now with the season that he's had. We can still put 70-80 more and then try for Mbappe because Mbappe has 1 year remaining on his deal. Not like 3-4. So अगर Mane का 70-80 मिला, we put 70-80 more. It's like, you know, कि अपने पापा को बोलो कि मेरे को मतलब Mac Pro चाहिए, MacBook चाहिए, वो बोलता Lenovo लेना. But जब तुम अपने 2-3 साइकिल Lenovo ये सब बेच दो और बाप आपको बोले कि 50,000 है, तो शायद से MacBook खरीद सकते.
ठीक है, Lenovo तो Mane है, साइकिल कौन है? बताओ.
और ये शकीरी.
और
Shaqiri, man, which is poor guy.
Yeah, man, feel very bad for him.
ये तो I think guys, I think generally think ये.
So you think if Mane or Salah or someone like one of those guys leave, then there is a chance. Then there is a chance of Mbappe. Matlab then it makes sense for them to go after someone like Mbappe, है ना?
Makes sense, but we still won't. We will probably, you know, like you said, you know, what we'll do is, you know, get a promising youngster. Oh, FSG ka, that's their model, no? They'll get a promising youngster, probably, you know, someone from some French league or something, and then try to make him a superstar.
But now they have to please us, na? वो Super League का हुआ, वो 2-3 bad steps they have taken, okay? And now the fans are pissed. So just to please us, they might just end up doing this. Okay, Rahul, I'm so sorry we've taken so much time of yours.
No.
So guys, this is Menace and the Monk, and this was our season in review. Thank you so much, Rahul, for joining us. And this is it. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're going to be coming up with way more content during the off season as well. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right.